All right, hello everybody. Today we are here for Summer 1000 practice, and yeah, we're gonna be here a while, due to just things going on, other leagues, so on and so forth. We have not been able to get a single practice session, and we were supposed to have one today before qualifying, one yesterday. Or yeah, I think one yesterday and one the day before potentially. Um, in the end, none of that happened. So instead of the 3 hours of practice we were supposed to get throughout the week, we're just doing 2.5 right here, right now, and then we're gonna back it up into qualifying. I don't know if I'm gonna be fully focused on this the whole time. I might be going doing some other stuff. I'll set it up so you can see everything. Um, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's gonna be a long day here, at least for me. I don't know. Guess, qualifying doesn't start until 5, or well, until the timer ends. So, but you do have to qualify your way in this year with the new format. But yeah, you have 2.5 hours of practice to figure out your best 5 lap average, because that's how we're gonna do this. So, figure out how to get a good 5 laps in. Just from testing, because I had to test all the manufacturers. I think I didn't test the Fords, I guess, but I'm thinking the Chevys are probably the best suited right now, which means the Fords are as well. Because the Chevys and the Fords use the same kind of car body type, so I'm thinking they're best suited for this. The Dodges, which my team runs, and a couple other teams, these cars are just a little bit too tight. I think they aren't quite getting the rotation we need out of them through the center. So I think that's where we fall off a little bit. And then the Toyotas, they almost rotate too much. Like, they rotate too quick for their own good in this case. So we'll see, though. See how this works out. But yeah, we have obviously a lot of practice to go, and yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be fully paying attention to this the whole time. I might go off and do some other stuff, but you know, we're here, and this is my life for the next 2.5 hours. So, yeah, that's what we get to do. 2.5 hours of practice, Brandon. Yeah, this is what happens when we. Yeah, now I got stream pulled up. Yeah, this is what happens when we aren't able to qualify throughout the week for the Summer 1000. I have to compile it all into one day. I was like, nobody shows up and we're like an hour and a half in, I might just say it's raining. Like, if nobody shows up, I'll just end practice and we'll wait for qualifying. Oh, Pineapple's here. Yeah, we actually lost half an hour of practice, so, there's that. Here. Let me give you a tour of pit road. So you go down this hill, and then you're just in pit road. How many laps are qualifying and how long? Well, this is the first year of this new format, so I don't know how long qualifying is going to take. That also kind of depends on how many people show up. But how this is going to work is we're going to take your best five. We're going to take 5 lap averages here. Actually, I'm glad I'm behind Pineapple. I can see if the draft is working, but yeah, kind of not really. But yeah, no, we are. I mean, it's working in terms of the speed I want. It's just not really working in terms of how fast you pick up the speed. But anyway, I'm just gonna give Pineapple some space here. Pineapple won both races here last year. The second one, the Summer 1000 last year, I'm taking it to my grave. I won that race. I know I did. However, that's not what I was going to say in the record book, so yeah. Fine, if you have setup feedback, let me know. Or if it's just too laggy. Yeah, the lag issue should be fixed for, what's it called? Tomorrow. Because we should only have 5 people. Theoretically. But yeah, so how qualifying is going to work, it will start around probably a little bit after 5. We didn't quite start practice right at 2:30 like I wanted to. But basically, we're going to be running your best 5-lap average, and then after that, depending on how many people we have, if it's 5 people, then those 5 people are locked into the race. If it's 4 people, those 4 are locked in, 3 people, so on and so forth. But if we have more than 5, let's say we have, like, 8 people, the top 2 qualifiers lock in on speed. So the front row is locked in on speed. After that, we go to heat races, which will be about 50 laps. And then, we go from there. And we'll have kind of a Chili Bowl style tournament to figure that out. Yeah, there should only be 5 cars underground tomorrow, so it should be fixed. Fine, if you can't see your fuel and stuff, just, use a different car. There's Brandon. Should I use keyboard or should I use controller to qualify? I'm probably not going to make the race though, because I would personally use, I'm using keyboard. I don't know what's best. I haven't tried controller on here. I would probably use keyboard. But yeah. If you can't make the race, then like I said, it still is worth it to try to qualify in, just because then you can take points away from somebody else. You automatically would get like a 5th place finish, so it is still worth it to try to qualify in and help your championship battle. But yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, the Dodges, I think the Chevys are going to be one of the Chevys are, and Fords, I guess, are going to be the best cars. But we'll see. Fastest lap I put up in testing was like a 9.0 something, so it wasn't exactly a 9 flat, but I haven't seen anybody break into the 8.9s yet this year, so at this track. No, I think Dodge, somebody got an 8.9 somewhere at the auto race. There we go, 9.0. That's the new fastest right there. Drafting obviously helping us too. Rotation, there's Brandon, look out for him. Load us up a bit. Pineapple 9.5 at the moment, so he's, obviously we still have a long way to go in practice. But, yeah, you just get to log laps and, try to understand the track to the best of your ability. Pine now a 9.3, so he's improving. But, same track as last year, same idea as last year. You want to get the clean air if you can. Oh, Pine into the 8.9s. Let's have controller. Alright, sounds good. RGA has dominated this event, though, winning 2 of the 3 so far. And the third one probably should have been won by an RGA driver, whether it be me or Pine. So, we'll see how this ends up working out. I do want to get some practice in the draft, even though there isn't really much here. And honestly, it's more than it should be, so I might lower it before race day. But, it's only single car qualifying, so it shouldn't affect qualifying. It's just going to affect your practice speeds, but, I might lower it to, like, 2 miles an hour, because, yeah, we shouldn't have 5 miles an hour. Most draft I would want is 4. Oh, we tie Pine. Matched Pine, Brandon in the wall up here. I think this could, oh geez, big snap right there. I think it could be a multi-groove racetrack, honestly. Obviously, it's a very narrow track, so you only really have probably 2 lanes to work with, but, you know, I'd be interested to see how it work out. We're going to make contact with the 26 car there. Next race after this, we're going to Indianapolis. That will be on Monday. We might have an Acre or Otter race on Sunday, but I doubt it. We're mainly focused on the Summer 1000 this weekend, so I'm going to try to get back to Acre and Otter next week, though. Calendar week, I should say. So yeah, we'll see how soon we get back to that, though. 2 road courses coming up for both series. Toronto, obviously, very unique road course for Acre, and Otter, we're going to Bonita Springs, so there's that for you guys. We are working on the 2027 schedules now. With Acre and Otter, I'm going to have some more freedom just because I can't really line up the dates with like a Daytona or Talladega too much past Isra. So we'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Kind of bounce off the apron. I try a little bit of a different line. I haven't tried that yet, but, you know. It's always worth trying something new. Because we're 12 minutes into this practice session. We're going to be here all day. We're here for 2 more hours after this. Taking the apron. I've seen that line work before for some people. Well, now we got draft off of the 48, so that's good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to lower the draft. I guess 4 is still a little bit too hot. 4 miles an hour is still a little bit too high. So I'll probably drop it down to 1 or 2. Honestly, maybe even half a mile an hour, because like it should not be much here at all. Like, I still want the draft to be a little more powerful than it should be. Actually, no, I don't. That's not true at all. But still, there's Pineapple trying to navigate, getting around the 26 car, who's going to kind of be in our way. He's going to really be in our way here in a second if he gets into our lane. We overdrove it, put it in the wall, trying to avoid that. Now we are flying down into turn 1. And he's, oh, jeez, Brandon. We might get a faster lap just because of the bushes there. Nope, not quite. Just got to stay on the brakes the extra little bit of time, and Brandon jumped out of his car. That's unfortunate. When you're in the draft. So I'm kind of moving up a lane. There we go. 8.91. That's the new fastest. Obviously, that's because of the draft, but I'm just moving up. Yeah, Pine wants to get in line, see what I'm doing. Oh, contact made into 1 and 2 here. Yeah, you can see even at best, you're probably only getting 2 or 3 cars wide here. There's a 26 in the wall. Like I said, it is still worth it. You do still want to try to qualify your way in, even if you can't make the race or you don't think you're going to be competitive. It is still worth it, just because, you know, you can take, like I said, take a spot away from somebody else, get some points, because since you have to qualify in, you're guaranteed points even if you don't show up. So in this case, so it's the only race where this is the case, I believe, unless I find another situation, another track comes up where we need you know, to limit the field size, but outside of the normal 24 maximum with the 20 chartered entries and the 4 open cars. But, you know, like I mentioned, you do probably want to practice getting on the pit road at some point. But obviously you have about 2 hours and 15 minutes to do that. So, you know, oh, there's Pineapple to the inside line. He improves, but not faster than us, and we are in the wall. Now, when you pit, it does reset your damage, so we're going to do that real quick just to kind of practice pit stops here and everything. But yeah, this is what's causing all the lag, all the cars down here. Like I said, there should only be 5, maybe 6 for tomorrow. Like I said, you got to qualify your way in. And we did get a pit speed glitch. That's unfortunate. Brandon yet to break into the sub 10-second mark. Usually you're looking for at least a competitive lap for me without the draft. I don't know what Pine's competitive. I haven't seen anybody else's lap times. But in testing, a competitive lap without draft is usually about a 9.0 to a 9.2. This track has a little bit of a high variation in terms of lap time. It also kind of depends on your car. Like I said, I think the Chevys are in a really good spot for this race. But we'll see. We'll see how this ends up playing out. Obviously, we won't know until tomorrow when the main event of the Summer 1000, and I'm paying attention to the stream chat. I'm piling into Brandon. I think we're stuck. Oh, Pineapple! Hi, Pine. Alright, let me get out of the way of the 26 here, and then I'm going to pull around to the apron on the back stretch here. Try to... I remember the track. Track fast turning required here. At least there's a pit road. Yeah, no, you don't. And I'm getting shoved down pit road now. Okay. I think that was Brandon. Maybe it was Pine. I don't know. But yeah, no. We have pit road because the cars have fuel. Last year the cars did not have fuel. So we did not need pit road. But yeah, you go underground. And yeah, we're just kind of having an old school NASCAR style day with just, here's 2 hours of practice throughout the day. We decided to combine them back to back because didn't really have any other options. We missed out on all the other practice sessions we were supposed to have throughout the week. So we said, you know what? We're going to miss half an hour of it, but we'll throw it all into one big practice session here. You do lose a lap, even under caution, when pitting. We're in discussions with the drivers on if we should stop the leaders at the start-finish line to prevent that from happening, or if, we should just let them lose their lap for pitting. But again, that's only under yellow. That would be an issue. If it's under green, I don't care if you lose a lap. But, if you get a mistimed caution, that could trap people a lap down. I don't know if I really want that. So that's why, that's the discussions we've been having. But yeah, Pineapple's left after getting about 51 laps of practicing, and he's joined back. Brandon is, I think, stuck, so I'll give him a push here in a second. There we go. I found some. Oh, Brandon got. Oh, man. I wish I knew Brandon got unstuck there because I was on a great lap I had going. Take good. I thought that could have been a good. I mean, it still might have been a good lap. It's just not good enough. And we're going to put the 26 in the wall. A little bit of contact made there. I'll apologize to the 26 team. There. Here. What was that lap for? Oh, 9.0. Yeah, that was a good lap. Just wasn't enough to improve. Oh, well, fastest we know. What are Pine laps looking like? 9.3, 9.2, 9.4, 10.6. That's an outlier. 10.5. That's an outlier. Just use someone else's car. Or just, no, I think it's, like, actually, it might be closer to 150. Nine to 12 fuel lap. I mean, if he wants to, he can roughly estimate, but yeah. 10 seconds a lap. Oh, me and Pine were getting below 9-second lap times. Like, me and Pine were in the 8-second bracket. Yeah, right now, fastest in practice is the number 24 team, and Pineapple going to borrow Tracer's car. That is the one Dodge that is not an RGA machine. He is for, I forgot what it stands for, but NVR is that team. Just didn't get the rotation like I needed to there. So it's going to be a little bit of an off lap. Yeah, that was not a good enough lap to improve whatsoever. Oh, contact! Yeah, that's short. Yeah, short track racing, Brandon breaking into the sub 10-second brackets. All of us running single-digit lap times at our peak at this point. Like I said, you don't have to be practicing the whole time. I might not even be focused on the stream the whole time. But yeah, big rotation right there. The 48/10 into the wall. Again, Pineapple using somebody else's car because of the glitch. I can try running this outside line a little bit. I think it might be worth something, just at least getting a little bit of experience up there, especially in the draft. Oh, there we go. Brandon gonna help us. That might be a... Oh, no, it isn't a quicker lap. Dang. Oh, it's flying on that 8-9. 8-9-1. Big snap right there. I was about to say, that's the lap I'm concerned. Because I tried to get rid of the snap as much as I could here. Did you send me? Nope, I will do that now, Wyatt. Well, I need a link. Just try adding me and just add like a uh let's try adding me in like a post on your channel or try to put it in stream chat here because I need a link of some form. Anyway, I've ended up at pin entry somehow. And I'm stuck, I think. I need a push. I guess I could just manually push the thing. It's going to roll down the hill, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make here. Come on. I'm moving it. Oh, there we go, Pine. Pine going to save it. Oh, now I'm blocking. All right. Oh, he's got a lane. All right, cool. Pine, our teammate, employee over there, going to help us out. Get back onto the racetrack here. And I got to come to a complete stop. I'm also going to practice that because I haven't been doing great on that. Past few races, we've needed a pit. There's the 26 car. I don't know if he missed pit road, if he was just going slow there. It's improved. Yeah, we've made some renovations for sure. The track, actually, they spent 3 years worth of their budget on that underground pit road because, you know, traditionally, you would think, you know, you just dig and stuff, and then you get, you know, your pit lane underground. That's not how they did that. That pit road is actually technically ground level. And you see, what they did is they actually dug up the perimeter of the property. And then they paid about 671,295 people, exactly, to pick up the speedway. And while they built the underground pit road, there was a big tent over the campus because this track is so small, they can do that. And yeah, it was... you know, it cost a lot of money to pay those 671,295 people. So, you know, there's that. We're going to take a break here from practice. I'll park the car in pit road, and I mean, that's fair. We got 2 hours, so... yeah, we're nearing 2 hours. We have 2 hours and 6 some odd minutes, so... still remaining because, like I said, this was supposed to be spread across 3 days. And then today was going to be qualifying day and one more 1 hour practice session. Instead, took half an hour out of it and decided, you know what, we'll just throw it all into one because we don't have time for this. I don't have any other weekend that I know will work for this, so that's why we're running it this weekend. It was supposed to be not next weekend, like the 1st of August or whatever it is, but the weekend after was the original date, and then had to move it. And I had to do some rescheduling and stuff, and we ended up with this weekend, so we'll see how this goes here. Tag the apron. No changes on the pylon yet. There we go. Middle line is pretty usable, actually. Upper middle groove. That feels pretty fast. I'm going to check my lap times here in a second, so Pine be aware of that. Racing post line. Okay. I'll post it. What are my lap times looking like, though? 9-1. 92, 92. Okay. All right, let me post that, and then yeah, here, link, copy. All right, Wyatt, the link is there. It's there. Wrong there. Oh, Pine wants to see lap times as well. Or he just wants draft, one of the two. No, he just wants draft. Okay, fair enough. I mean, the lap times are more consistent with that new line, but I think you still want to try to get a little bit lower on the track. And, well, not that low. You don't want to. You don't want to hit the paint. I think we avoided the wall. Yeah, we might have just. I think we just slightly brushed it, but it's not affecting our speed too much. Wyatt, your car isn't in the game, so just borrow somebody else's for the day. I would take either the 30 or the 64 is what I would do. I'll get you a scheme in game for tomorrow if you are to qualify in. Fine, just keep going because I'm going to be reading stream chat a lot. I have a feeling, so just keep going and just merge behind me when you want draft. Are you currently on summer break? Or are you about to go to summer break? And late on. No, I'm currently on summer break. I'm out until I think early September. Because state law. I mean, obviously you can get like a what's it called, a waiver for it, but state law in Michigan, schools can't start before Labor Day. So, yeah, the day after Labor Day, they all start immediately. Obviously, they're on the gas after that. We don't get out till like mid-June, but you know, I feel like it's better to be in school into June than it is start school back up in August, in my opinion. So, yeah, that is how it's been going for me for years now, and I'm obviously biased to that, but I haven't had any other way. But you know, I'm used to it. I know my schedule at least for a few more years, and then off to the rest of life, I guess, is how it works. So, yeah. Anyway, we are nearing 30 minutes into this, so we are really moving. I wish I knew how many laps I ran, but it doesn't really count that on the top left, so yeah. Anyway, probably getting used to the draft there is Wyatt, so I'm going to delete this post because I don't want anybody else just randomly taking it. Yeah, dang it, I ended up stuck in the line. Oh, turn. Sorry, Pine. Sorry. Um, yeah, I'll get Wyatt's 92 car in the game at some point, but this is going to be a mess potentially. And we'll let it go. I need like a fan zone on the outside of the track so I can just go and meet with the fans. All two of them. There's not really much else to do for the next 2 hours except endlessly drive in circles. Really, really small circle. It's a 0.12 mile oval. Like, this is... It's not a race. If it was a race, I'd be fully invested. I'd be like, all right, let's go. But it is just practice, and I feel like I've kind of already gotten all the information I need to get out of the day. Like I said, if we go, like, you know, 30, 45, 60 minutes without anybody there, I might just be like, hey, it's raining. We're going to call it. And wait till qualifying, but you know. Don's gonna join. So right now we have 5 people. So this could be the 5 you see in the Summer 1000. Like I said, I think the Chevys and the Toyota, I think the Chevys and the Fords are going to be best off here. I think the Toyotas are just rotating a bit too much, at least for my experience from test driving all the well, I only need to test drive 3 of the 4 manufacturers because 2 of them are the same, drive the same, which is the Chevy and the Fords. But for my experience, I think those Chevys and Fords are going to be in a really good spot for the race. The Dodges, I think, just take a little bit too much time to get rotation out of it. And I think the Toyotas are rotating just a bit too quickly. But we'll see. But yeah, as of right now, like I said, you got to qualify your way into the race due to the 5 driver field size, due to the length of this track and how narrow it is and everything. So we'll see how this goes. But anyway, back to what I was getting at with spending all the budget on renovating an underground pit road. The drivers want the track widened a little bit, so we plan on getting that ready for them. Wyatt, you got to go through pit road again. You're gonna get a speed glitch. But anyway, he hit the pit road thing, so yeah. Here, let me tell him. Anyway, Brandon down to a 9.8, so that's good. Here, let me tell Wyatt. Yep, there he goes. He got it. All right, cool. And here's Dodge. Yeah, but like I said, with the 5 driver field size, this could be. Oh, once Wyatt gets a official lap in, this could be your Summer 1000 field. Again, you got to qualify in. If nobody qualifies, technically we don't count the practice times though, so we aren't using your practice times for qualifying in any way, shape, or form as we are piling it up here, Wyatt. Oh, and Brandon gonna pile in, and oh my. I'm sitting here waiting for this to clear out, by the way. That's what I'm doing. And there's Wyatt, and now we're facing backwards, and we're this is why it's a 5-car field size, and yeah. Also, we might need a... And Wyatt continuously going down pit road. We might need a cognitive test to prove you have driving ability around here for the year, for 2027. Yeah, I know it's laggy today. For the drivers, I know it's really laggy today just because of all the cars. We need to have every single car ready. But tomorrow we'll only have 5 cars in the garage area, so that's going to help lag a ton once we get rid of, 80% of the cars. Because that really is what makes the game laggy, is how many cars we have, so. Someone hit you? Oh, alright. But yeah, so if there's nobody for qualifying, let's say we don't get all 5 of us. Let's say, Brandon or Wyatt leaves after 3. They don't show up for the rest of the day, and only 4 cars qualify. It's first come, first serve after that point, and we're going to get a hit from Dodge, send us down into the inside wall here, so I'm just going to pit after I finally get my car turned around. Oh my gosh, and then there's Brandon. We'll give Wyatt a push. I think he was stuck there. Yeah, you can see all the cars on the left-hand side of the screen. There's only going to be 5, maybe 6 of them there tomorrow, so that'll help significantly with the lag. I got the wall already. That's not good. Not even that much damn. No, I'm going down pit road again because I got a speed glitch. If you're on mobile, double tap all the buttons. I'll just push this car out of the way on. He might have so much anti-wall ride damage that the car is stopped. I think he legit just has so much anti-wall ride damage that the car doesn't work anymore. I think he got stuck at pit speed and then just got all the damage. Alright, well, it's moving kind of quick. You're either out of gas or got so much anti-wall already that the car is broken from damage. I know he was stuck at pit speed, so I think he either got a pit road speed glitch or he was legit just stuck at pit speed and now the car is broken. Like, let me try driving this thing. Yep, nope, he legit just damaged the car so much in those 30 seconds that it's broken. Alright, well. That's not a great start to Summer 1000 Weekend for Y, and he's piling it up at pit exit now. I'll give him the push up the hill if he needs it. Yep, there you go. Come on. Get up there. Oh, geez, now we're all piling up. Okay. Alright, here we go. I just need to give him the push, and I should be able to make it up, and then Pine can get out as well. Come on. Ah, Pine, I need a push. There we go. Oh, wow, he had a ton of momentum. Now we're all piled up right here. Dodge is waiting. Yeah, everyone's waiting on everybody. It's practice. Just go. You do not need to wait on anybody or anything. You can go when you want. Dodge improving to a 9.1. Still me and Pine at the top of the field. Top of the pylon at the moment. And yeah, I mean, this is... I'm really hoping we can get the win here, because I've dominated. We've ran 3 races at this track. I've dominated or had a winning car, or have we ran 4? I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 so far. Dominated 2 of them, and... Well, I don't know if I dominated the Summer 1000 last year, but I had a car capable of winning all 3 of them. It has good turning. Everybody else is turning fine, Wyatt. They aren't row stock setups, they're leak setups. They're supposed to be difficult to drive. You got to get on the brakes. So Toyotas have a disadvantage here. Yeah, so Dodge, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the year, but I said the car, because the bodies of the cars, like the Dodge body and the Ford body, well, the Ford and the Chevys are the same, and the Toyota bodies. Since I don't know if you remember this, but I said they're all made by different groups, so they handle slightly differently because they're different weights. I got them as close as I could get them, but they might have like a slight disadvantage, and I mean the times are really similar, but you know it's still like I said, I got them as close as I can get them. They've been this way all year. It's just some might have slight advantages or disadvantages depending on the track. But typically the Toyotas have an advantage. It's just here, their quick rotation with the setups we have, it actually kind of backfires on them. And Brandon and Wyatt out here just causing chaos on the speedway. Yeah, 2027, I'm going to add a cognitive test that you must pass. I don't know who's in the 88. I take it that's Dodge. We need to leave so. Oh, and Wyatt just gonna shove us into the wall. Can't confirm that's Dodge in Slow Turtle's car. Dodge, you better run your Toyota though, because you're running your Toyota in the race. Like I said, it's not that big of a disadvantage or an advantage. You can all run the same lap time still. I tested them all. They're within like half a second, not even half a second. They're within half a tenth. That's the right word. So with draft and with everybody battling, it doesn't matter. Like I would still run your car because that's the car you're going to be forced to run anyway. Anyway, I'm going back down pit road. Wyatt improving down to an 11-second time. Banana's going to be joining the pack here in a second, but we are still leading on top of the pylon here. I got a big pit road speed glitch. Dodge going to hop back in his Toyota, which is fair. I'm going to push Slow Turtle's car out of the way. Yeah, I got a really bad pit road speeding glitch, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to go through one more time even. But we'll see. There's why, yeah, I'm stuck at 90. We're going to have to go down pit road one more time. Contact with Dodge as I try to get to pit road. I got another pit road. What is going on? Alright, there's Banana in his Lincoln Park car doing burnouts at the end of the main pit area here. Like I said, I know it's laggy today. It's not going to be as bad tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Dodge also with a pit road glitch. You'll follow us down here. Oh, there's Wyatt. Oh, that's not going to be good. We're going to back up Wyatt so we don't get ran over. See, he's had problems on the brake. 1 mile. I can give or take 1 mile an hour. Just trying to help, Banana. Just trying to help. Oh, Wyatt. And Pineapple has grabbed Master's car for some reason. He was in a Dodge already. I don't know what happened to the 10. I don't know if he ran out of gas or something or what, but he's ditched the 10 car for his fellow teammate Master's car. We're going to have to reset the server at some point, I have a feeling, but we'll worry about that at a later date and time. I mean, we're definitely going to reset it for qualifying, but, you know, it's besides the point. So how qualifying is going to work is it's going to be... Qualifying order is going to be reverse practice. Reverse of the practice standing. So right now, Wyatt would be the first car qualifying. Then Brandon, then Dodge, then Pineapple, then me. Would be the qualifying order at the moment. Dodge improving to a 9-1 flat. That's good. There's Banana pulling out onto the racetrack. Contact made. Dodge going back down pit road. So like I said, qualifying starts at 5. That's the time you want to really show up and, you know, put down your best, because we're taking 5 lap averages. So that's when you're going to... Oh, Wyatt catches a wall fling. We get caught up in it. I'll give Wyatt a tap next time by to get him unstuck. And yeah, you're starting to see why we have a 5-car limit. Because odds are we're getting the best 5 drivers here today in the field. So... Still works, but we don't have it on the schedule. Do you have any idea how long UPR Summer 1000 would be? I'm going to find out. I think it's like... I don't even remember lap times around there. I think it was like 20... I'll take a high-end estimate. I know it's somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds. So I'll just say 29 seconds for a really high-end estimate. That's an 8-hour race. There's a reason we have the 1000 here, because the lap times are, you know, 8 or 9 seconds if you're running a good lap, which, you know, like I said, with this new format, we're going to have the best drivers in the field, so, theoretically at least. So, you know, you're going to be running, the leaders at least, somebody out there should be running, you know, 8, 9, 10-second lap times at most, so that's why we have it as it is. We can do 8 hours. That's an endurance race, Dodge. Anyway, I'm going to get Banana's car out of the way here. There we go. Brandon really helping it. All right, here. I'm just going to I'm going to pull one of these. Dodge sitting there on pit road in a pit stall, so he'll be out of here. The cars are all over the place now. Well, I'm going to charge his phone, so... I think Dodge went back out there. Banana put up a 9.3, so that's good. Still, he left, and... We aren't using practice times for your qualifying, and we got a car. I believe that's Wyatt. Yep, we need to get him off the road. Brandon gonna take a break. He needs to take a break here. He is not making 1,000 laps, but, I mean, he said he probably won't make the... Oh, jeez. There's oil on the racetrack now. But no, Brandon said he probably won't be able to make it, but like I said, it's still worth... Oh, and Wyatt gonna pull up the racetrack into Dodge. We got damage out of that. I don't know where Pineapple is right now. Dodge go by me, I'm pitting. Pit road speed is 30, just to try to avoid glitches. I would try to get as close to that as you can. Pineapple, I think he's hopping in Dice's car. That's another dodge. Or what is... Yeah, he's in Dice's car now, so he's going through the RGA cars very quick. There's only one left. Pineapple going to push Brandon out of the way into Banana's car. Banana's first car. Because Banana won't tell me which scheme he wants for what race, so I have to put both of his schemes in. If he adds any more paint schemes, I'm just going to have to tell him pick 2. I'm not or pick 1, because I'm not adding any more than that. Yeah, we're almost an hour into this, and, you know, we still have 90 minutes after that point, so... Yay. Actually, no, what am I saying? We still got like 10 more minutes until we're an hour in. And Pine having a practice battle here. Me and Pine had a fantastic battle in the acre race here last season. You know, before the Summer 1000, wide into Pineapple. Pineapple hard into the wall. Pine, you know if you get damaged, exiting pit road resets your damage, right? Like, you don't need to get whole new cars. Oh, frozen. Rolling the 9-second bracket. Well, not quite. Me and Pineapple are up, so... Oh, yep. Well, I got into the 9.7. I see now. So, yeah, all of us are back to running single-digit lap times. So that is good to see. We got a competitive field here. This car seemed better today. Yeah, Wyatt borrowing a Thunder Motorsports car for the day. He was unsigned in the draft we had to have. And, yeah, now he's obviously borrowing that 64. He's borrowing those Thunder Motorsport entries for the day. Pine to the top of the pylon with an 8.650, a rapid lap for that 57 machine, driven by the driver of the 48. So Pineapple to the top of the pylon. Found something. He's running low. Oh, geez, I just gave him even better lap. Oh, no, because now that's happening, and now he's airborne, and now we're piling him up in turn 1 and 2. Pineapple with an absolutely blinding lap, though. Dodge has improved as well, down to a 9.083. Brave of me to be the lead car in this situation, by the way, because now I'm giving Dodge an extra spot, potentially. Like I said, it's 5-lap average of single car qualifying. You won't have draft. So, you know, realistically, I haven't seen anybody get a less than a 9-second lap time without draft, so we'll see. Yeah, well, my track building skills have improved immensely since then. I gotta tag the apron. That's what Pine's been doing. Now the 26 is still in front of me though. And it'll put me in the wall. And Pine getting caught up in it now. Oh, now he's into the wall. All over the place here. We're gonna give us some redirection there, which will help. Pine's really focusing on rotation through the center to get the power down on exit, keep speed as long as he can. Okay, I see. So that was an absolutely soaring lap. Oh, Wyatt's sideways in our line here. Contact made 3 Wyatt's going to kill our possibly good lap, and we got to gas it up to avoid him. Yeah, Wyatt. Brandon improved, by the way, to a 9.7. But yeah, it's, you want clean air during practice here, I think. I mean, obviously, you want draft to try to, at least a few times, to try to get your good lap and, you know, give yourself your preferred qualifying spot in terms of order. But, you know, still now Banana's car blocking the way a little bit. ran into the wall. I don't know if this is much better company sometimes, but he's starting to figure it out, though. He's getting the hang of it. So I said the Dodgers might be in trouble, and we're running 1-2 still on the pylon. It's the stream on my phone. All right. Hey, at least he doesn't have to walk his pet fish. Getting on the brakes a bit too late to make this work, I think. If I get on the brakes any earlier, it's not really working either. Oh, the apron keeps you low, I see. Oh, side by side with Dodge. Oh, he kind of got caught there. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, just see. Also, a part of this is just seeing what your fellow drivers are doing. See if you can match that to keep speed. Now, Pine's getting his car to rotate extremely well through the center of the corner. So I need to find out a way to do that. Also, I don't know why I still have my headphones on. Because I can't hear anything. And I don't even have sound on in Roblox because I know it'll interfere with the stream. So I really don't know why I have my headphones on. I can't hear things anyway because of the mic being plugged in. I don't know why that is the way it is. And my car is completely destroyed with damage, so I got to pit. Oh, my bad, Pine. And Dodge is there. Green flag pit cycles are going to be a wonderful thing here, aren't they? I'll move NASCAR. Alright, cool. Helps this out. I can join back. I really don't like running this line. My car doesn't feel too comfortable with it, but if it's fast, we'll try it. You know, I'm not even gaining speed with it, though, so I don't know. I was just on a flyer that lap, I guess. Sometimes 105. Should have jumped in front of the 26 there, I think, but you know, it is what it is. Brand gonna help us out there. That's huge for our lap. Come on. Rotate, good. There we go. We got 10th. That's a start. Yeah, Pineapple goes fully on the apron, sends it up the racetrack just to get the car. Rotate, Dodge, caught a wall fling. We're going to T-bone him. Bad crash there. That's Wyatt on in front of us next, I believe. He's a long way away. We're actually out of drafting range, I think, at the moment. He's caught up to Brandon, so that's a combination right there. That's kind of the line Pineapple's been running. He's able to get his car to stay on the bottom a little bit better, though. Especially in the draft, so see how it works. Wyatt's going to leave here, so we'll see how this works for him. Oh, his car's still going. That might not be good. I don't know if I'm not getting my car low enough or what. Where's that Pineapple up there? I think it's Pineapple up there. Let me see. See if the lap updates when he gets around there. No, that's Pineapple. Okay. Oh, because of the... Never mind. I know what's going on. Never mind. I understand. I know what's happening now. Gonna rotate. So yeah, Pine just... Oh, that's how. That's part of how. Gets the car sideways on entry, and then he's... I feel like this is just not consistently useful, though. Maybe it is. I don't know. At least with my car, I don't think it is. Because remember, for qualifying, it's the best 5-lap average, and getting clear of the Hornet's Nest is going to be absolutely crucial here. So you want to know what the time you want to beat is. You want to have consistent lap times. You need consistently good lap times is what you need, and you're not going to have draft or anything to help with the rotation, so I just don't know if that's really going to be useful for qualifying at least, but, oh, there we go, that was good, and then I messed up the exit. Tag the apron there. That might have been a really good lap if I had draft. Why, it's just joining and leaving and joining and leaving and joining and leaving. Brandon down to 9.18, so he's improving. He's jumped ahead of Banana. Which, I mean, we don't think Banana's going to be here for the race, potentially, especially if all 5 of us here are qualifying. He's not going to be eligible, so we'll see, though. Trying to reset speed here and hope. Dodge bringing it down to pit road. We are up the racetrack. A little bit of draft off the 48, so, or whatever car he's in now. I think he's still in the 57 potentially, but you know. 48 is his official number. That's what I'm going to refer to him as. Why use stream chat? Especially on the front straightaway, you can use the start-finish line to get your car to rotate a little better. Are you kidding me, Dodge? I was on a flyer. Oh, man. I want to see what that lap time was. Maybe it wasn't a different pole. Or not pole, but you get the idea. There's Dodge. He'll dive back down to pit road. Yeah, the small bump from the start-finish line you can use to angle your car properly. Yeah, not the 26, dang it. I mean, we still have an hour and a half. It's not like that's my last chance to get a good lap, but oh, my bad. Nonetheless. Like, if you have a lap that you think is the lap, you want to use it. Can't say anything that starts with T. That's unfortunate. There's Brandon there. Yeah, I think we might be due for another RGA, me and Pine duel for the Summer 1000. Pine's got 2 of them. I really should have one last year. I went back and looked. Like I said, I'm gonna be that what's his name? Something Fox from Talladega. Like, I won that race and I'm taking it to my grave. And yeah, that's the oh, somebody's in Truck's car. I think that's, I don't even know who that is, honestly. I think that is Pineapple. Dodge and Wyatt are gone, so that does have to be Pineapple by default. Unless Truck was there. No, not Truck. Unless Wyatt was in his car for some reason. Now me and Brandon are stuck. We're in tug of war right now. There we go. Pineapple waiting on us so he can get draft. Oh, nope, there it is. Yep, so that is Pine in Truck's car. He's not even in a Dodge anymore. He's given up on all the Dodges. He just wants a fresh car, I guess. I don't even know what we're trying to accomplish here, to be honest with you, but... Rotate, there we go. Yeah, see, like, we can keep up with the other manufacturers. It's not like it's a problem, but, you know. A little laggy there now that Dodge is joining. Pine, we're going to bring it back down pit road. It appeared, at least. Yeah, I will say there is a glitch where if you get in the wall and then you get a push, or if you get a push from somebody, you can get up to like 110. And Pineapple, I know he was at least close to a pack when he set that lap, so I think that might be, you know, I think that lap, that 8.6 might be unbeatable. Unless you get a big push. Clash back at Daytona? Oh, they confirmed it? Sweet. Yeah, I got a TV, but it's really far away. So I don't think it's really gonna work. I'm not really interested in doing collaborative streams at the moment either. Maybe in the future. But for now, I mean, especially since I'm only really doing the Argyle streams. Oh, we're piling it up at the start finish line contact with the 26. Yeah, plus if I do that, that's gonna open a bunch. That's gonna open a floodgates, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, can I stream?" I don't want to. I don't want to be limited to my life being Argyle forever. I want I want time to talk to my actual friends. So yeah, don't take that the wrong way though. Like I still really appreciate all the support from you guys and all that, but like I just unless it's for something like interviews or something, if I start doing a collaborative stream with one person, I feel like at that point I'd be stuck scheduling collaborative streams all day. Um, and I don't want to stream all day. I know I am today, but that's because I have to make up for the streams I was supposed to do. So yeah, that's uh, that's all. It's nothing personal. It's just I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be stuck playing Roblox NASCAR for the rest of my life. Like I plan on developing the league further to bigger and greater things at certain points in time. So yeah, taking the apron. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Pines ran. I mean, I don't know how many laps I've ran. I can't see. It's not counting. There's a way I can see, but it resets the timer, and I don't want to do that. But Pines ran almost 250 laps already. As we're gonna pinball around a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if we're beating that 8.6. That's a really good lap. You need a push and obviously you need a push down the backstretch or you need a push down the backstretch probably. Maybe the front straightaway you can get away with it, but you need a push down the backstretch. You need, you need a ton of stuff to go right to get an 8.6, I think. So I think that's going to stand. I'm going to actually bring this to pit road cuz I want to see the Daytona Clash announcement. Well, that doesn't affect the Phoenix Racers Clash for Israel still being at the Phoenix Racers Stadium. We also have obviously the Acre Clash at the Montgomery Short Track. I don't know if I've confirmed any of that yet, but there's that. The Otter Clash, we got to figure out what we're gonna do with that. I'm still working on the schedule, but the clashes for Israel and Acre will stay the same. I will bring a new setup to the Montgomery Short Track because I know a lot of people didn't really like that. A lot of people weren't a fan of that, but you know. I get pushed out of my pit box. Don's broken through to a sub 9 with an 8.996 second lap time. So that's good for him. So it's the 13th is the announce. Oh, jeez, I got ran over again. So the clash is the 13th. And since I have to line up, since you guys said you wanted the Israel schedule lined up, that means realistically, so yeah, they're moving the Super Bowl back a week, is what that means. So that's wonderful. But yeah, that means the 21st is the 500 realistically. So that means that, I mean, obviously Detroit for Otter's still gonna be in January, but like late January. But that means realistically that, or at least that's the plan for Detroit. That means the 500 is probably the 21st. I don't know if they confirmed that. They probably confirmed that already, and I'm just forgetting about it. But so yeah, that means Daytona. I want to put the Daytona 500 before the WRA Rec Zone. I don't know if that's going to end up happening, but that's what I want. That's what I'm aiming for. So that means the WRA 500 will probably be February 19th, and then the Daytona 500 is going to be the next day, the 20th. So we're still having, assuming they're keeping Atlanta race 3, we're still going to have our WRA Rec Zone with the WRA Rec Zone, and can we have the return of the Busch Clash Daytona? We never had the Clash at Daytona. We had I think the closest we had to a Clash is before Phoenix Racer Stadium is we had we just straight up had the LA Coliseum on the schedule. Like race 1 was at the Los Angeles Coliseum, and then once I was able to make custom tracks, which that was a points paying race. Once I was able to make custom tracks, we went to Phoenix Racer Stadium. But the other reason I'm gonna say no to the Clash at Daytona is just because I want to try to limit the tracks to like the big tracks, like Acre Super Speedway, Daytona, Battle Creek, the major tracks. They'll have multiple race dates, but I want to try to keep tracks limited to one date on the calendar if possible next year, just because of our blend with the real and fake tracks. For next year, I want to try to balance it out a little bit. I want to get a variety in for both the real and fictional tracks. Which for the oval side of things with the real tracks isn't too big of a deal. It's mainly the road courses. We're gonna have a lot of rotating dates and whatnot. Imagine the UPR. Yeah, Wyatt really likes that UPR video, I guess, where he goes flying over the catch fence. But yeah, no, that's hopefully that doesn't happen again at any Argyle sanctioned racetrack. Anyway, Wyatt has left the game. We know he's been having some lag issues, so I don't know if he's left stream or what's going on there, but Pineapple hopping into Doctor's car, the final Dodge. He's ran them all except for mine, which he's not getting my car, so he's collecting them all that he can. I plan on staying in this car, so he's ran all his teammates and the other car that randomly runs a Dodge in this league, but you can run the apron here, which is nice. Hi, Dodge. Yeah, pit road does not like to work after a while, so I think part of the pit road speed glitch is just everybody's entering and leaving pit road so much that it can't take it anymore. I think that's part of it, but contact with Dodge there as we try to find our way by. Yeah, that's what I mean. The glitch right there, the push got us up to 107, but now we're in the wall. Like, you kind of got to be leading a pack, got the car pointed down the backstretch. I think that's how you get a good lap. But you can see, like, even though Pine's 2/10 faster than me, 3/10, even 4/10 faster than Dodge, like, we're keeping up with each other now that we're in a pack, so. Once race day comes around, it's not really going to matter. Oh, contact made. Pineapple going bowling a little bit. Brandon's stuck on pit road. I'll help him in a second here. I need to get down to pit road, though. Don't worry, Brandon. Help's on the way. Real 30 car had better days. Yeah. Yeah, no, you can't hit the wall too much. Yeah, I think we've overstimulated the pit, the scripts for pit road, because all the speeds are all messed up now, so that shouldn't be an issue on the day of the Summer 1000. I think it's just because we've, oh geez, the 26. I think it's only because we've had so many cars in and out of pit road and all over the place. I think we've used up pretty much every car, and we're immediately back into the wall, airborne, stuck on the wall. That is a bad crash for Battle Creek. That might be the worst crash of the year at this track so far, honestly. I think I got another pit road speed glitch. Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, I'm just gonna cycle through it one more time here because we're going way faster than we should. Oh, Dodge up to an 8.7. So Dodge is now second fastest. He found another 10th. Or he found over 2/10 actually, since his last lap. So we're now back to third with our 8.8, which, I mean, I had draft, but I don't think so. I don't think I got a push or anything. I don't know what Dodge's situation was, but obviously, you know, there's that. We have 8.76, but all 8-second times. So obviously, good lap still being put down, but you know, it's just like I said. I think to an extent, me, Pineapple, and Dodge kind of got all we can out of the track. Race day is just gonna be so different in this environment that I don't think it's really gonna matter. So there's that. I think it's really because, like I said, once we were all in a pack there, we were battling. Obviously, once somebody gets clear, you know, if you have better laps without draft, that's going to be important. It's not really going to matter once you get back into traffic, though. And now the 26 is backing up our lanes. That might improve. That might be an improvement for him. It is not. Anyway, they're all behind me, so they're all getting draft off me. So I mean, we're just like I said. I think the only thing it's really affecting at this point is just the order you're going to be qualifying in. I don't think it's really a show of speed at this point on just long run, just because of all the draft we have going on right now. Nobody's really spaced out. You know, everybody's trying to get in a pack with the draft, and on top of that, draft's going to be lower. I'm going to lower the draft. I was kind of testing a little bit of a higher draft today. So I'm going to lower the draft too. So I don't know. I'm gonna read two. If somebody's getting into the 8.8, if somebody's getting below 9 seconds, I think at that point, you know, they're probably gonna be a threat. And I think to an extent, all we're doing at this point is changing the qualifying order. Which again, qualifying will start around 5. And you do have to qualify your way into the race, so I would keep an eye out for that. Pineapple nearing 270 laps ran. Obviously, he's studying his current lap times. A lot of big races for Argyle. We have, at least for Isra, we have obviously this one, Summer 1000, second biggest race of the year. Definitely want to try to win it. On Monday, we have our Brickyard 400. I forgot what unit of measurement I used. That's not yard for that one, but you know, I think it was brick meter. But you know, we have that, and coming up as well on Monday. And then I think late August, I want to say August 22nd, so about a month from now, we have the third annual Acre 500 at Acre Super Speedway, so we're looking forward to that. And then after that, we only have, I think, 2 more races besides that until, maybe one more after that, honestly, until the chase and the playoffs start. And then, yeah, after Acre Super Speedway, the only other fictional track on the Isra schedule is Argyle Autofield for the Argyle 500 in November, which is obviously our biggest race of the year. So, you know, a lot of the fantasy tracks are going away here for Isra for the year after August, pretty much. So, and then you know we only have I think 10 races ish, 8 to 10. So time's starting to run out. I got to get points updated because obviously it'd be nice to know who's on the chase cutoff and whatnot. To get my stream chat. I don't know why I needed to rephrase that, but okay. About the Clash. No, regarding the Clash. Yeah, no. Okay. If I can get down to like an 8.7, if I can get below the 8.8 time, I'll be happy. Just because, like I said, I don't think it's really going to matter too much what we do at this point. It's just kind of changing qualifying order. Oh, I thought that was a good lap. Okay. Dot's checking out his lap times. And again, qualifying is 5-lap average, so you want, you know, a good line. You want to make sure you're getting good, consistent laps. If you hit the wall, you're in trouble. It's about stream. No, I did not see. Let me look here. Oh, Steam. Yeah, no, give me a second. I'll tell you what to look up. Hang on. So the account is all lowercase, one word, Racing Guy 2448. If that doesn't work, what I would do is capital R Racing space capital G Guy space 2448. That's the information you would need there. Anyway, Pineapple is back into the underground pit road basement thing. He is looking for a new Dodge to have. He's pushing us out of the way. I don't know what this is for. I think he wants my car. To be honest with you, I think he wants to complete the cycle of going through every single Dodge in the field. And he's hopping in NASCAR, Bloxy Motorsports there, so that's an interesting selection. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? You do you, Pine. You do you. And my camera's all messed up. Holy cow. Alright. I don't know if Pine's waiting for draft or if we all want to check our laps, but here we go. No, duh, I just ran a 144 because I'm trying to, because I pitted. I don't know what my lap times before that looking like. 9.3, 9.3, 9.3, oh boy, 9.1, 9.4, ooh. 9.2, 9.2, 9.2, I'm seeing a lot of 9.2s, 9.3s, 9 flats, so we're in the range. Trying to 9.1. Something happened that lap. Something happened that lap. 9.0. Oh, 9.0. That's good. 9.1. Wait, what? Where was my... Okay, well, it's updating so fast now. I'm just trying to scan 9.2. It's on 9.2, and now it's all fair laps, so, yeah. Anyway, Pineapple nearing 300 laps. Brandon's running about 200. I think, I don't know how many I've ran. I'm probably close to 300 as well. But yeah, we're nearing the final hour of actual practice itself. I'll reset the server for qualifying, but yeah, this is gonna be interesting here. Oh, Dodge hit a Wolfling or something. We gunned it. I thought we were gonna be in a wreck. Yeah, now that everybody knows the format, they're really focusing on like, okay, I need consistent lap times. This is what I need to do. You know, now everybody's practicing. They aren't practicing for speed now, because like I said, I'm almost to the extent I think we're just, our lap times are locked in. Or, yeah, our best laps might be locked in. I mean, maybe me and Dodge find a 10th. Maybe Brandon finds another 10th, gets into the sub 9 seconds. But I think for the most part, as we pass the choose line, I think for the most part, it's just going to be practicing your laps. Like, I don't know if you want draft right now. You just want to find some space and practice your qualifying laps. I want to wait a little bit longer into the corner before I get the rotation there. Now I'm offline, obviously, but I think I found something pretty good. Yeah, it's just rotating a little bit too early for me now, which is ironic because I said the Dodges are not turning quick enough, and that's a problem. So, you know, things happen sometimes. I know hopping back into a Dodge with a Chevy paint scheme, but you know, that's besides the point. Alright, I think I got the line I want. I just gotta work on, like, getting lower and lower with it. Until I find a point where it doesn't really work anymore. Yeah, that was a bit too much rotation, but had a good idea there. I'm gonna check my laps here in a sec. Ah, that's a back corner. Check my lap times in a second here, but I'm liking this line right now. Didn't get the rotation I needed there. Dodge is stuck. Alright. Dodge, I'll help you next time by if Pine doesn't get you. Go, go. Oh, turn. Ah, it didn't turn. There we go. Somebody's out here in Thunder's car. That's gotta be Pineapple. Let me see that. Ow. Dodge. Really? Anyway. 95, 93, 93, 90, 91. Ooh. 91, 91, 90. I need that for 2 more laps. That's good. Yeah, no, I can't confirm it is Pineapple in Thunder's car, of all people. Like I said, it's just I gotta try to work on getting this line to work with a little bit lower entry and a little bit lower entry, but keep the speed if possible. Dodge into the wall. Get on the brakes, get a crossover on him. Now we're up the racetrack. I mean, Dodge are battling. He's going to bring it down pit road. Ah, man. I mean, these practice sessions are helpful. It's just like, man, drag on here. Tag the apron. Oh, Brandon. Yep, there we go. We're in the wall. We're in his door. And now we're 26 up the racetrack. Went around there. If this thing was rotating just a little bit sooner, I'd be very, very happy with this. Can't go that low, I don't think. Okay. I got a rough marker of where I need to be for, you know, what part of the line here. That was a bit too far up, but give us a good exit at least. I didn't get on the brakes soon enough there. Oh, there we go. I might have found something. I didn't do it as well in that corner. Got stuck up the racetrack. Anyway, we're nearing the final hour, so, you know, that's good. Alright, let me check my laps here. Obviously, that last one's going to be back because I was coming to a stop, so let's see. 92, 91, 90, 91, 89. Sir, I'm reading. Sir, this goes against my constitutional right to read. At least I'm sure it's in the Constitution somewhere. I'm looking at the data. I'm forming a hypothesis here. This is a scientific evaluation. 8.996. Alright. Call it a day there. Alright. Point is, I'm happy with that. I think those are pretty good times. Especially the 8, 9, and the 9. Obviously, I had a draft, but I think those are really good laps for qualifying here. Especially with the 5-lap average being what we're aiming for, so... I think I found something at the end there, too, that helped, so... Try that. I just gotta hope the car doesn't get tight kind of through the center there. I gotta hope that the car keeps rotating as long as it can, and if we do that, we're gonna be in a good spot, I think. For qualifying time, which is only about 65 minutes away. So, you know, it's good to have all the notes that we have, the mental notes, the actual notes, and everything, so that's good. Pineapple, 317 laps ran so far. Obviously, I think we're the only one out here at the moment. Yeah, we are the only one above ground, at ground level at the moment. So, track all to ourselves here for a little bit. Obviously, we've been going for almost an hour and a half, 2 hours now, so Yeah, hour and a half, so understand drivers on a break. I might go get something to eat real quick. Here's Pineapple pulling back out on the racetrack in an actual Dodge, so that's probably a good decision to practice in a Dodge instead of a Chevy. Go. Good. Brandon's crossed the 200 lap mark. I think I'm around Pineapple in terms of laps, but add you display name. Okay, yep, I'll add you after the stream then. All right, what were my laps looking like? 9-2, 9-1, 9-0, 9-0, 9-1. Where was that lap? 9-1, 46. Oh no. That was a long lap. 9-0, 9-2, ow, ow. Pineapple now in a Toyota, of all things. He's with GTR. That team doesn't exist anymore, I don't think, by the way. Goldfish's racing team, but yeah, I'm going to get out of the way here. I don't know why Pineapple just doesn't go. Now he's just really in my way. I'm trying to read my data. Anyway, where were we? 9-1, 9-0, 9-2, 9-2, 9-0. Something happened there. And I guess that's enough of that. All right. Oh, I turned cap locks on by accident. I don't think that would have done anything for my race, but still. Or my practice / qualifying effort, but, you know. Still don't want cap locks on. Pineapple going for a faster time, I think, here, more than anything. Oh, the 26 is in the wall. We get stacked up because now we're down the racetrack. We recovered it pretty good, actually. Right now, 4 people here, assuming they stay... Oh, jeez, we're in the wall. Assuming that they stay, you know, until they stay for qualifying here, then these are going to be the 4 people locked in. Like I said, if it doesn't... If we have less than 5 people, they're just automatically locked in. If we get up to more people, then it's going to be... we're going to have some heat races after the top 2 on speed lock their way into the main event. So, see how it goes. Oh, how did I keep it out of the wall right there? Running the Larson line right there. That's what that was. Anyway, I think I'm the only person back out here at the moment. Pineapple back in Master's car. Yeah, I definitely got a pit road glitch. I'm going to drive it back down pit road to reset it. Uh-oh. This car might be done. I gotta get to the line before it runs out of speed. I'm stuck at 14. Okay, it's stabled out at 14, so I got another pit road speed glitch probably, so I'm gonna, once again, loop it back around pit road. Oh, are you kidding me, Pine? I'm gonna have to go down pit road again, and yeah, now it's really just again. Sir, I am trying to practice my pit stops. And, yep, we're driving it down pit road again. Let me give Pine a lap in case he just goes down pit road. And my final hour. There we go. Oh, he missed pit road, so that helps us out in our quest to have a normal car. There we go, perfect. Still need a little bit of improvement on our actual stops. We are in the final hour of practice. Again, qualifying after this. And then the race is tomorrow. We'll start pre-race at 5:45. The green flag will fly around 6:45. We might move pre-race to start back around like 6. I know pre-race can get kind of drag on at times, but yeah, Master is back with that 98 car. However, Pineapple is driving it at the moment, so, you know, there's that. There's that bit of info for you. I just get such a drive-off exit with this line, which is what I'm liking. From in and out contact with Pineapple. I don't think it's a good line if you're battling somebody, but for qualifying, I think it's a great line. And the 98 is going to take the space. Kind of dive bomb him a little bit. Didn't put him in the wall, but not really happy with the dive, with the running us up the racetrack there. Oh, keep it out of the wall. And we did. Good. I'm gonna dive back down to pit road. I need to get a little bit lower on entry, not that low. And now I'm in the wall. I'm actually gonna bring it down pit road just so I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick. I'm getting kind of hungry. Are you kidding me right now? Eve! Oh! Eve! Oh! gotta get these cars out of the way. I remember in elementary school tug of war, I led a heave-ho chant. Our team did not win. I don't think we did, at least I don't remember fully. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something to eat. I'm gonna have a yogurt too, but I figured I'd speak on this. My friends join. My lawyers, they've been my friends since preschool. One of them I knew before preschool. They joined, and yeah, they ran some laps here. I'll call them after practice and qualifying, all that's over. But yeah, no, it's cool to see them. Pineapple was trying to box me in. Did not work. They're blocking off victory lane. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my meal. Alright, I'm back. I can't get up the hill with Pineapple on my car. I think he's AFK because we asked him we asked him about something, he ain't responding. Alright. So I'll do 3 for Dale, or no, 3 for Dale. Let's get across the line. Okay, apparently I've ran the most laps. 381. Alright, nice. Anyway, timer mode. Timer mode. Green. Yes. Timer mode. There we go. Oh, Dodge rolled it somehow. Anyway, so we're doing one last little bit of practice, and then I know the order we were in. And then we're gonna go for actual, let's call it. Alright, let me reset the server here, and we'll go from there. So we're gonna start qualifying, and then we're gonna join my friends' backstretch battles. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, wait, nope, that's not right. It's a 15. There. Alright, file, publish. I'm gonna go here, here, there, here. Let me go here. We're gonna back that up with clicking this button. Server management. Here. Restart the servers, restart. Close X here. Alright. Nobody do anything yet. Alright, first of all, let me hop up here. Okay. 26 cars first, so out of these people, so Brandon, I'm gonna give people a chance to get things started here, but we're gonna be paying attention. Pineapple trying to climb the fence here, but we're gonna be paying attention to this here pylon as this is gonna decide it. Obviously, if there's less than 5 people or 5 or less, then you know those people are just gonna lock in. But quality order right now is the 26, then me, then the 48. So that's the order I need. So Brandon, get ready here. Let me get people into the server here. We're just gonna say we're good now. All right. All right, we're gonna tell the 26 he's good here. So we'll see the 26 emerge from pit road. We'll go from there. Is he? Oh, screen, my bad. There he is. Brandon pulling out on the racetrack. It is time for Summer 1000 qualifying to begin. That starts his first lap here. There it goes. 9.6. He's just really focused on wrapping the bottom. He'll do the slide up the hill and down the hill for the straightaway. Good move for him there. Second lap, also a 9.6. Third lap, oh, he spun out or something in 11.8. I think he got the wall there. Stop paying attention for 2 seconds and something happens. He's got 2 more laps. 9.8. This is his last lap. Oh, he's on the wall. He's in the inside wall, outside the inside wall. He'll cross the line with a 10-1. Bring it to pit road. Well. Yeah, go back up. Back up, 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 back up. Yep. Get the thing turned around there. My turn. Don't keep the car down here, but you can watch the Pine as we get ready for our qualifying laps here. There's somewhere in 1,000. I will calculate the averages at the end of this. Again, 5-lap average. We'll pull on onto the racetrack, get ready to start our lap time here. Oh, immediately up the racetrack. Not a great start. Okay, there we go. Good. Lap 1. Good bit of rotation. There might have been too much, honestly. 2 here. It's quick qualifying. That's 3. Rotate good. Up the hill. Committed to the gas too early. That's not good. 4. Now we're down the racetrack. Recovered actually okay, all things considered, but mistake made there. I think I might cost us pole here. Pine's really quick. That's 5. Bring it down pit road, and it's Pine's turn. I'm not worried about speed glitch or anything right now. This Pine is free to go, and he's already moving up there. Oh, he's waiting. He's waiting to be set free. Let me make sure that was actually 5. Oh, Dodge is going to join. 1, 2. Yep, that's good. Let's see. 9390919392. Okay. I think I'm ahead of Brandon right now, so that's probably good. Pine out here, so this will lock in 4 drivers right now. Pine's going. First lap was a 9.38. Second lap, 9.28, so he got a 10th there. He's trying a similar line to us. He's entering really low, though. Trying to get his apron line to work. It seemed like the car stalled out there. Still a 9.23. He's running very consistent lap times, but he's not quite getting the peaks that I got. We'll see what this one is. 9.28 last lap. Consistently 9.2 or 9.3. It's going to be interesting to see how that averages out to a 9.0, a 9.1, and a high 9.2. 9.1, a huge lap right there for Pineapple. That's it, Pine. Stop. Yep, okay. Well, we just won't count that last lap, I guess. Let's wait for the clear. Alright, this will probably be our final qualifier here, Dodge. We'll see him come out of the pit lane when he's ready. Dodge, good to go. At least I think they're still in BBR. I will calculate the average after this here. Dodge in the wall off the start. That is not good. He's got 5 laps. That's the start. Here's the start of lap 1. I might end stream so I can hear him, but yeah. 9.25. Good start for Dodge, especially considering he has anti-wall ride damage. Second lap. Another 9.2. Oh, he hits the wall. Bad mistake there for Dodge, and that's going to send him probably back to P4. He's lucky that there's only... I mean, that right there is going to kill his average. He's lucky there's only the 4 of us here right now. 16-2. Slowest lap of the day, obviously, with a wreck. Bad error there. He took the white right there. 9-0. Great recovery. Fantastic lap. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. And Summer 1000 qualifying comes to a close with a 9-2. Not stop. All right, let me calculate the averages here because I got my time calculator. Start with Brandon. You went first. All right. 9 seconds. Plus 9 seconds was a 6:33. He ran, get out of my way, an 11:850. He ran a 9:883. And last but not least, he ran a 10:146. For 51 seconds, 179 milliseconds total. And then we got to divide that by 5 for an average. 26 average. 10.235. So let me should probably type that down somewhere. Give me a second. 26 with a 10.235. All right, me next, because I qualified next. Let's see. 9 seconds, 300 milliseconds. Then I ran a 9:017. That's the fastest qualifying lap, I believe. 9 seconds, 150 milliseconds. We had a 9 second, 367 milliseconds. And last but not least, a 9 second, 283 milliseconds for 46 seconds. 117 milliseconds out on the racetrack. We divide that by 5 for an average of 9.223. So that puts me on provisional pole. All 4 of us are locked into the main event. This is just qualifying time. I got to ignore that final lap from Pine. Pineapple average. He started with a 9.383. Back that up with a 9.283. Follow that up with a 9. Where was I? 233. So continuous improvement up to this point for Pine. Then a 9.283. Oh, a 9.100 flat. Oh, wait, no, played the wrong button. 9. For 46.282. That might be enough. Oh, and he's just short by a couple hundredths. 256. Almost exactly 200s or 300s off the pace. Or, yeah, no, 300s. And the 16, we're pretty sure we know where this ended up, but, you know. We'll see. 9 seconds, 250 was his opening lap. He backed that up with a 9.233. Followed that up with a 16.233. Then a 9.050. That was a huge lap for Dodge. He needed that. It's not going to be, like I said, I don't think it's going to be enough. Followed up by 9 seconds, 267 milliseconds. For 53 seconds and 33 milliseconds on the racetrack, we divide that by 5. Wow, that ended up being better than I thought. 16 average, 10.606. Which, I mean, with a 16-second lap, that's not bad. It's still last, but, you know, he's locked in. But with that, it's an RGA front row sweep, and we have one pole position for the 2026 Summer 1000. Me pole. Pine second. Brandon third. Dodge fourth. The 5th spot is open, first come, first serve for tomorrow. All right, well, that's going to do it for the stream, guys. If you want to see more, leave a like.